They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Jeff Swaim, 73 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. And incomplete to open things up. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Here we go, 46.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas Cowboys, they're 7-5 now and really playing energized football these last few weeks. How much of this has to do with Amari Cooper? I mean, you look at the win against New Orleans, they just looked dominant.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? And you go back to Thanksgiving night against Washington, Amari Cooper was dominant himself. He is a part of it and a good part of it. But to me, it's still Ezekiel Elliott really being activated as a ball carrier, and that allows Dak Prescott to throw off a play action and be much more effective.
And now it's 7-5, leading their division. You mentioned the win over Washington. It's a 4-game win streak after the victory against the Saints. And he'll at least get them inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taco Charlton able to drop it for a loss of 12. And it'll be 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Swing to the right. To the right. Here we go, 46. Hey, we're going right there. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
46. Here we go. 48. Hey, we're going right there.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forcing incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, Prescott. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Prescott on first down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And Beasley with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flush to his right. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Jerzees Olawale punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Here we go. 1-8. Move. Hey, 47. Watch out. Check flight 54. Flight 54. Here you go.
Now whistles here, and we're going to get a timeout taken by the offense. as they'll use their second one of this first half and make sure they've got the play call right. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for two. He'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for two, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Safety's creeping.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Randy Gregory in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal, as the return team has set him up with golden field position. On the carry, it's Olawale, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jerzees Olawale with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here now is Prescott, as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go. Let's finish now. There we go. Wide 80.
They're going to try and run. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5, as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. A first down carry by Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 3rd and long for Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Prescott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott yet again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still 1st half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Prescott now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Back down there. Over there. Back there. Check 50. Check 50. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46.
Final play of the half. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Cowboys are able to recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'm guaranteeing he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Here you go. Here we go. Line eight.
A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now they'll give it to the fullback, Olawale. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here we go. Line eight. Here you go. 26.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
46. Gun.
Prescott from the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On second down, Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, across the NFL, all the byes are done, so the 32 teams have played exactly 12 games. And if you look at the offensive leaders right now, Charles, starting with passing, Ben Roethlisberger at the top, but Patrick Mahomes is right on his heels.
Just 22 yards behind, and he's the guy that everyone is focused in on. He's fun to watch. How about the rest of the top five?
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He finds Hearns left side. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Prescott now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Prescott to throw on fourth. And that's caught by Beasley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
Here we go, 46.
To the air again, Prescott. Flushed out right. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done enough.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back now in Arlington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here you go. Gun.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Swing on the field, right. To the right.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Second down, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And the Cowboys are in the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, now I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Now they go for it on fourth down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
We'll go 47. 26.
Back to throw. Out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
26.
He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.